Hi, it's Fiona Fernandez from Buy For Handcrafts, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator, and I'm just doing a quick little tip, putting some Christmas cards together using this beautiful set, and been stamping lots of bits and pieces, and it's from last mini catalogue, but that's the one, it's Christmas season, and I'm just roughing up the edges a little bit. So I've cased this out of the it's one of the artisan designs on Pinterest. So this one is a little bit rough, but I'm not worrying about it because I'm going to be covering it up. But what I want to do is rough up the edges a tiny bit. So on the back here, and I don't want to do it a lot, just a little tiny bit. So I've used an embossing folder to get that picture there, like the impression. And then I just want to rough that up a little bit. See how it's just sticking up a tiny bit at the edges? So I'm actually using my Stampin' Pierce mat, one of these, which I've already pierced a lot on here. I was actually getting out these bits that I die cut out. I was using it to actually cut between some of them. So I'm just turning it over. I've already done that bottom edge there. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm just lining it up. I'm just coming close. Just on the very edge of my mat, like that. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just whatever you want it to be, and you can change it as you go along anyway. Just going over it. So we're only leaving a little tiny bit off. I'm actually just using my snips closed and just pulling down on it like that, really, and being a little bit rough about it because I want it to be not all even. See, it's moved a bit there, so I'll just pull that back down. I'll just sort of one way to do this. There's other ways people do them. I thought I'd try that. It's just giving me a real little edge on the card there, so that when I put it on my base, it'll just stick up a tiny bit. So I'll just work around this edge. So you could do it on the table, but I'll just hold it up. Actually, I find it easier to hold it up because you can actually get the scissors right down like that. Turn it around to the other one. Because the mat is a bit soft, it sort of helps with the, it's got a bit of cushioning under it when you do it. You can rough it up a bit as well if you want to get that effect. You could even do that before if you want the furriness to come out. Actually, I quite like that. You could do that beforehand if you want the furriness on this side. You could do the furry bit first and then turn it over and do it back the other way. Actually, I quite like that. I'm going to fur that up a little tiny bit more. Scrape it a little bit harder. Gives it a bit more fluffiness. And that way that'll stick out a bit when we do it. I'll just line that up on the corner here. A bit further along. I'm just going to be finishing my cards tonight, these ones anyway. Still got a few to go. It's nice to come up with some new ideas, isn't it? Different ways to do things. Right, that looks quite fluffy. So you can see what it looks like on my mat. It's come up all fluffy around the edges, and that's what I wanted. Alright, and I'm going to put that on a card base. I haven't quite decided which colour yet. But I'm going to use one of these. So either Sahara Sand, I feel like that's too light. I might go with the Smoky Slate or the Soft Suede. That's the different colours, just so you can see what it looks like against that. You can see the fluffy bit then. So thanks for watching, and if you're interested in purchasing anything, just let me know. We'll go straight to my stampinup.net page, and you can do shop now from there if you want to shop for any products. If you want to know what any of the products are, just send me a message or an email and I'll get back to you. Ciao.